Gargoyles Quest II. It was developed and published by Capcom. It was produced by Tokuro Fujiwara. Designed by Ryo Miyazaki. Music was composed by Yuki Iwai. It was released for the Nintendo and also re-released for the Game Boy. Release dates are in Japan on July 17th, 1992, and North America in October 1992. It's an adventure platform side-scrolling game for a single player and was released on cartridge. Reddo Arīmā II, also known in the US as Gargoyles Quest II: The Demon's Darkness, despite being the second game in the series, it is actually a prequel to Makaimura Gaiden, Reddo Arīmā, also known in the US as Gargoyles Quest, which was released for the Game Boy. It features a similar gameplay style which combines slight RPG elements with side-scrolling action. Gargoyles Quest and Gargoyles Quest II is part of the Ghosts and Goblins franchise. When he returns successfully from his training, he is told to hurry to the king by another ghoul just before it dies. Upon defeating Nagus, Firebrand is able to meet with King Morok, who informs Firebrand he is on the brink of death. Before dying, he gives Firebrand the Spectre's fingernail, and Firebrand sets off on a journey to unveil the mystery of the Black Light. The gameplay is almost identical to the previous Gargoyle Quest game. Traversing the ghoul realm is done via an overhead map view, while action areas such as dungeons and bridges are side-scrolling. A few minor differences between this game and the original Gargoyles Quest are some lack of random encounters and the addition of the magic tornado. Firebrand also moves much faster on the overhead map than he did in the first game. Another bad thing is, though the game was released in 1992, it still utilized a lengthy password system, which made it very awkward. Difficulty in Gargoyles Quest II isn't always consistent. Some of the earlier levels are actually tougher than some of the later ones. This is mainly due to the fact that you can jump higher and fly longer later in the game. The levels are pretty straightforward, but some of the classic platform jumping can at times become very tough and may turn some gamers off. Spikes seem to be an incredible popular fashion in this ghoul realm, and they often kill you. The graphics used in Gargoyles Quest II are on par with other games that were released around its time. For example, Kirby's Adventure, which was released around the same time. Capcom really came a long way in terms of graphics. To compare, just take a quick look at the Ghosts and Goblins picture, right here. That game was released on an arcade port in its early days of Nintendo, and also looks like it was developed for the arcade as well. Gargoyles Quest II was ported in Japan to the Game Boy in 1993 under the name of Makaimura Gaiden: The Demon's Darkness. This port was an enhanced version of the original title, containing 2 new levels. It was scheduled to be released in America in July 1993, but sadly was later cancelled. Gargoyles Quest II. Even though very similar to Gargoyles Quest on the Game Boy, it's very enjoyable, especially that it's on colour, and slightly more extended, being ported on the NES. It still retains a combination of an adventure side-scrolling with a hint of RPG and a clever overhead map use. The graphics are good, but not that different to the Game Boy version, and music is still a bit repetitive as for the levels, but Gargoyles Quest II is still a good pickup for all you retro collectors. So I also recommend this title, and I give it an 8 out of 10. So thank you for watching, and until the next time, Danny Game Boy out.